sense? Do you want to leave it wide open? Possible to cause a change? God, there's so many ways to answer that. Yes, no, maybe. Is it possible to cause a change in the world? Sometimes. Individuals do sometimes create great change just by following their own intuition, like Gandhi is the classic example. He changed India in a very, very simple way, not through violence, but by just following his truth. So, yes. And in another way, no. If I look at myself on an individual level, deep down I am who I am, and people talk about people changing. I feel I was shaped by my culture, by my family, by my early experiences in life, and that's who I am. And I don't think that's ever going to change. It's like a tree grows a certain way, that's the way that tree is, and forces shaped it. So I cannot change at a deep level, but what I can change is how I relate to that and that conditioning. How do I respond when my childhood fears come up? Do I allow them to run me, or do I see them, take them into account, and respond in a different way? So on that level, change can happen. So, yeah. I think it needs deep understanding of the individual. I think we are caught in ways of thinking that stop us relating well as individuals. We're caught in a selfish mode where I try to take things from other people. Our whole society is based on what can I get for myself, and that plays out on the international level. I mean, I think the Cold War, which I lived through the Cold War, and you could summarize that as two sides of the planet trying to make each other unhappy, trying to say, I'm going to make you feel less secure, and that'll give me more security. And both sides trying to make each other feel less secure, which if you do that in an individual relationship, if two people try to make each other unhappy, thinking they're going to get more love that way, it doesn't work. And it's not going to work on an international level. It didn't work. And I think what would have happened if the United States and Russia had actually taken the opposite point of view and said, how can I make you feel more secure? I'm not going to attack you. I don't want to come and invade your lands. I want to make you feel safe and happy. They could have saved so much money on nuclear weapons, put that money into totally different things. We might be in a very different world. But they play out this antagonistic, self-centered mode of behavior. So I think it's an old thing, but I think it's true. To bring peace to the world, we need to know how to find peace in ourselves. And once we know how to do that in ourselves, we can start applying it to others, to the rest of the world. Follow your own truth rather than what your culture is telling you. And by your culture, I don't just mean the official culture of the country you live in, but also the people around you. I mean, we always fall into wanting to be accepted by the group. So really, I would say, think for yourself and follow your own truth and express your own truth. Sometimes it'll be in line with what people around you think, but sometimes it'll be different, and finding the courage to express what you think and feel. And that can be difficult at times, particularly when it goes against the grain, because you'll be fearing criticism or rejection. But it's having the courage to follow your truth. I would say finding the courage to follow your own truth is the most important thing. Wishes. Another great trap if we get attached to them and start clinging to them. Wishes are great, but when we start believing, if I don't have that wish, I can't be happy, then we fall out of life. And that, I think, is what so many great spiritual teachers have seen. It's the not accepting things as they are, wanting things to be different, that traps us. So wishes are fine, but as soon as they become fixed desires, we're trapped.